Welcome to the influencer capital of the world, Brickle. And this is the 305, and these are my co-hosts.
What's going on, fellas? We're back, man. Shannon Sharpe is in a bunch of trouble, bro.
Yeah, man, it's bad. It's getting worse. It's much worse than I even thought, bro.
A black man in trouble. Shocking.
Blackmail. Listen, you know, back in the day, right? You would hear like, okay, maybe there's an allegation where things happen once in a while. But obviously, every week something's happening. And the worst part is, it's us black men, bro. What's going on, Dom?
I don't know, man. And at first, I felt like, man, it could have been just a race thing because I said Leonardo DiCaprio, he gets unlimited passes. He let them go as soon as they turn 25. He ain't getting caught on no freaky frog type stuff, man. Black people too loud. When white people, if they doing something that's even considered dirt, it stays in the ground. Black people, it's easy to dig ours up. I just think we too loud, bro.
I think it's the Italians that put things in the ground.
No, facts. But listen, I mean, we've all seen allegations like this before. But what's scary is that, like, there's another one recently about Shannon Sharpe from an actual employee at ESPN. So I just mean, like, bro, this is going to be Diddy 2.0 because this is like first a case, new case comes up. It's like it never stops.
Yeah. Jason Whitlock, for what he was saying, it's like more cases going to come up. But I find it weird. Like, why does this always happen for people that was abused before, they say? They come out at that specific moment when someone get one lawsuit. I don't really get that. Why do they all come at once?
Cycle. Because, you have one person who built up the courage to do something, whether they're right or wrong. Also, someone sees someone leading the path, they'll jump on their back. It's not as difficult anymore. You have a path to go down. Yeah. Basically cowards.
I just think, man, either way, he might be cooked, bro. Because at this point, bro, this is allegation number 2. And you know what's scary? Scary Gary. He offered her $10 million, bro.
Yeah.
Like, okay, listen. I'm all for, like, all right, you know what? Shannon's a guy, bro. Let's defend him. But, bro, you don't offer somebody $10 million if you're in the right. If you're innocent,
Why? Maybe you just wanted to pay her off. Man, hold on. What? 10 million might be money to you and me and him. It's a lot of money to me, you and him. Honestly, it's not that much money. But I'm going to be real. If he's about to get a $100 million contract, it's worth it for him to pay someone off who's going to cost him that contract.
Hold on.
Hold up. Wasn't he in talks with ESPN about a new contract?
Yeah, it's like
250.
How much?
250 mil? Why the hell wouldn't you give someone 10 mil to make sure you can get 250 mil? Come on, this is mathematics.
The OnlyFans thought it's good with like $2 million.
Listen,
like she don't know no money like that,
bro.
Listen.
$250 million. Listen, $250 million.
But it doesn't mean he have to give it away.
And Shannon, what the hell you thinking? Ain't no pussy worth $250 million. Are you out your freaking mind?
Listen, we could argue maybe 100K. Maybe 200K if you're feeling a little froggy on that day. But, bro, 10 million is insane. Bro, okay, hold on. I know a lot of celebrities, right? There have been issues where, like, they had things behind the scenes. They might have bought someone a car, paid off a house. But 10 million is insane, bro.
Why is that insane when you could have 250 million and all you have to do is give away 10%, which is literally 4%. Like 4% in the pot, you got to give that away to get your bag.
But we don't see
Come
that.
on, man.
We never see this. We never see no one else following that trend of giving away 10.
It's smart.
He gave away 200,000 before, so that's the main thing that's weird. Like,
it's giving guilty, bro. Sorry to say, brother. Just saying.
I don't believe so. I don't believe so because listen. When this comes out, whether he's innocent or not, the public perception is he's a black man. This is a white woman. He's guilty. As fucked up as that sounds, that's the public perception. But he could have covered all this up for 10 mil and got 250, 240 million more dollars. That was the smart business decision. He's thinking like a businessman. This man is born on the 26th. 2 and 6 is 8. This is a money man. He made a money decision. This does not make him guilty.
Listen, there's a book I was given a couple weeks ago from an actual subscriber. It says, Stay Away from Sneaky Snow Bunnies by J Star. This book might have saved Shannon Sharpe, myself as well. But listen, I'll just say this, bro. 10 million is insane. I don't care who you are, bro. Listen, I get it, Gary. It's not a lot of money to him. However, bro, if you're getting $10 million, bro, something's in there. Either it's a text, a voice call, a tape. Something's in there that's bad, bro. It's pretty bad.
It's all relative.
But she turned it down too. That's super
Says a
confident.
lot, bro.
I mean,
Yeah.
It says a lot.
to turn it down.
Because adding that factor as well, Dom, bro, you got a case here, bro. Because now, guess what? If you want to argue, all right, he's innocent. 10 million and she turned it down? Oh, he's cooked, bro. He's cooked.
It's strange.
So, yeah, it's very strange. All
Maybe
right,
maybe someone Gave her more money to make sure the lawsuit went forward.
Well,
you know,
that's
all that stuff is all possible. Nothing is out of the realm of possibilities. You know, listen, I know people. I deal with billionaires all the time. All right. You guys seen this shit. Okay. And I just want people to know they're human beings like us. They're just as petty as us. I have billionaires waking up in the morning saying, fuck you. They're petty like that. So I would spend $15,000 to fuck someone up legally. I would do that. So to me, $15,000 might be the same as $10 million to this guy. Why wouldn't he? Money is all relative. I've literally seen people make $250 million in one day on stocks. I've seen it with my own eyes. Money is relative to who you are. You always look at it as a percentage. And when I look at it as a percentage, 250 mil, yeah, man, it's going to be hard to give that bitch fucking 10 mil. But guess what? If I was in his position, I would never be. But if I was in his position, I would give her 10 mil to try to shut her up. 100%.
I guess the main argument is this. There's been other men in his position that did not give that much. That's the main thing.
Inflation's a bitch.
Nah, bro. Okay. Let's argue this. Maybe $1 million. But 10 million is okay. You know what? It's because, look at it this way. If someone's guilty, right, they want to get out as much as possible.
Yeah.
But if they're innocent, why bother trying to force this down the drain with that much money? Maybe 1 million, maybe, if you're being froggy that day. But 10 million is just too much, bro.
But I'd say, like, he gave 200 before, which is typically what you typically hear, like 200,000 or something to shut someone up.
You know what? Hold on, man. I'm not going to mention names, but there is a player for the Miami Heat that gave a woman $1.5 million in a duffel bag. $1.5 million in a duffel bag because she showed him a pregnancy test that was positive. So don't talk to me about 200K, none of this bullshit. 1.5 million cash. And let me tell you something. This person isn't as close to the star that Shannon Sharpe is. He's a big name, but not that big. So at the end of the day, it's all relative. If your face, like for instance, let's be honest. What do you think your social media presence is worth in a 10-year span? 15, 20 mil? Let's be honest.
Could be 20.
Okay, 20 mil, man. If you had a girl who was extorting you for 200K, would you not consider giving that money to keep that 20 mil you're going to have?
No.
You wouldn't?
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because hold on, you know why? It's because if I give her 200K, she can say, you know what? I need some more. And what happened was
non-disclosures.
Well, hold on. If there's a criminal allegation towards her, that doesn't matter. Also, Vince McMahon, the lady that accused him of XYZ, he gave her money the entire time. He said, you know what? Wife is getting cranky. I gotta start giving you money. What happened? Huge lawsuit. So listen. You get some money one time, bro, it never ends. So my thing is, bro, in my case, you don't get shit from me, especially if I'm innocent. Fuck you.
Yo, I know how to fix that. You give him money, then you buy him a house in Mexico, and that takes care of it.
Yo, he ain't playing, bro. Listen.
Yo, it's like this. Thanos.
Yo, listen. Legally, I'm going to handle it in court.
Whoa.
I'll spend the money.
I'm a comedian,
I know
bro.
you're a comedian.
Thanos.
Yeah.
Thanos. I like that.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Dom, hit us with the news, bro.
So it's just been revealed, speaking of Shannon, he's stepping away from ESPN amid the release of his upcoming sexual tape with 19 to 20-year-old OnlyFans girl model who's suing him for $50 million with the previous lawyer who sued Jay-Z, Tony Busby.
It's a fraud-ass case.
100%. So, real quick, $50 million. Is she going to actually get it, you think?
I don't see her getting it.
I don't think she's going to get anything at this point.
Really? I would love that to happen. I would love that to be the scenario, but
I don't think she can get anything. She ruined her chance. She just took that 10 mil and ran, but someone convinced this dumb broad, yo, let's go after him in court. Let's become famous. Let me tell you something, woman. You're going to be like 15 minutes of fame. They're going to be like every other bimbo. No one's going to remember who the hell you are, man. At the end of the day, you're going to wish you took that money, but this is the society we live in.
Yeah.
This is the society we live in, because if you have money and you're a man, you got to keep that lust in check, because if you don't, this is gonna happen. I blame Shannon for this shit too. Even though this wench is trying to take money and this is all a setup, and he basically got caught up.
Yeah.
This is his fault too, because he's living a degenerate lifestyle. A man his age should not be with the OnlyFans whore who's 19 years old. Period.
Yeah. Well, listen, as someone that enjoyed the degen lifestyle quite well, I know a lot. This doesn't work. I need some notes here. The point is that, like, I understand the lifestyle.
Yeah.
And it is addicting. You could be here from 20 all the way up to 7 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Hugh Hefner, for example. Now, the issue is that, you said before, a lot of money is in play here. So I understand why it's an issue. However, sometimes we get comfortable. And as men, we all do. However, when you're with girls like this, it's because this means, for example, that she has all the power in her hands. So I think for a guy at his stature and level, yes, it was careless. But being in that same scenario, you don't see it coming that often. So I'm not saying he's perfect. He did mess up here. But, I mean, he got money, he got lifestyle, bro. Like, niggas fuck bitches, bro. Like, it's what it is.
What worries me the most, man, is that they keep emphasizing about it's 100% consensual. And that really worries me because it makes me feel like his defense team already knows what the end goal is for what they're trying to portray him. And I feel like it's going to be portrayed as if it wasn't 100% consensual at some point. And that's where they're really trying to cook him. Because if they can get the people to believe that, he's cooked for life.
There was a case with Soulja Boy recently where the actual victim won $4 million. The case was basically he hired someone to be his assistant. They came to work for him, lived in his crib. And apparently things were consensual at first, and then randomly, it was non-consensual.
Whenever they decide.
What happened was she told him to stop. Allegedly, he didn't stop, and she went to court to fight this, and she won $4 million. So that argument being consensual can go back and forth, and it's just who's a better debater.
Why mess around with fucking wenches like this, who can fucking fuck up your life? I don't understand, man. But she's not even pretty, man. And this girl right here, or women like her, this is the ones you want to watch out for, because they're not pretty and they live in the gym. They're going to build themselves a body so they can become whores and they can exploit men. This is why they do it, especially the ones who aren't pretty. The ones who are pretty, whatever. But the ones who aren't, they never got that attention in the world. So once they start having it, they abuse it. Careful with these. Yeah. She's disgusting.
I'll be honest, bro. This girl typically is not that attractive in the face, but the
body's fucking
yeah. I get it. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
The
woman who's in the gym,
crazy,
who's
bro.
an average looking girl, and just builds that body up to get that type of attention. Let me tell you something, brother. She's dangerous. She never got that attention. She's doing it to exploit men.
Yo, chat, be careful. This is a sign for you. Here's some game here for the panel as well. So I was in the gym quite some time, and I realized there's a pattern here. 12 midday, I'm in the gym. Obviously, I do a podcast at night and other stuff during the day. So I'm working at different hours. But the girls are in here always getting a protein shake, just doing their legs, doing videos. I'm like, what do they do for work? So, funny enough, we had a boot camp one of those days, and we all were together, guys and girls. I was like, hey, good to see you, whatever. I was just curious, like, what do you do for work? Oh, I work for myself. Oh, nice. What do you do? Well, I do consults. I was like, oh, that's awesome. For what? My fitness training. I'm like, nice. But then I got her Instagram. We talked a little bit on DM.
Yeah.
But you know what I realized? In her bio, Twitter, TikTok, OnlyFans.
Oh, man.
Bro, I was like, finally, a good gym girl that has her own business, doing her thing. And then it's like, no, it's a funnel. It starts with pictures on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok videos, and then funnel to OnlyFans. Bro, this is all a cap. Girls in the gym, bro. Sorry to say, most of them are hoes, bro. I swear to God. And you know the worst part? You don't see it until you're in the environment. Okay, she looks good. Focused on her body. She's focused on her health. This is amazing. Nah, nigga. She's focused on getting in the bag.
There you go.
That's what it is, bro. So
there you go. It's all about getting that bag,
girls in the gym, bro. It's all working on their body for a bigger come up. That's all it really is.
They're investing in themselves.
100%, man.
But this guy Tony Busby, bro, what a fucking dickhead, bro. Imagine you don't get a deal on the table, and he's like, you know what? Fuck this deal. I'm taking some of your money.
Bruh.
The timing is too perfect.
And it's showing me too something interesting is how it's showing that I never knew how legal it was for lawyers to extort someone in front of the entire world. Bro, these niggas both said, "Hey, Tony Busby, I know you're about to drop some information on me, and I ain't gonna give you what you asked." That's extortion by definition.
To the highest degree.
The niggas is not paying what he asked, so he's going to drop info. That's extortion. That's blackmail. I don't, bro. It's like what level do these
not
niggas
when it
playing
has a white woman who's unaccountable.
That shit's crazy.
Not when it
It's
with
so
a man.
unfair.
Yeah, with a woman, she's unaccountable.
They're extorting them.
It's a woman.
Yo, you just made a very good point there, Gary. So it's a black man with a white woman. Yo, you know what's crazy about white women, bro? I don't think white men understand. I don't think white men understand. They're the freakiest, kinkiest women that I've met.
Yeah, bro.
You know what it is, bro? They have so much privilege, so to speak, that they feel like, you know what? Let me explore some fun things that I've never tried before. Other girls, black guys, friggin' BDSM.
Yeah.
It's like their fantasies are so wild because they're just bored.
Yeah.
And it's funny, in college, they get ran through. And you're like, oh, she's a pure, nice white girl. Oh, wife her up. Nigga.
90% of them have a cross on too.
So, and then they say, I'm Christian. Where?
Yeah.
But again, this typical archetype of women that are white, bro, like this, is common. You may not say it publicly because they can be very private, but like, bro, women that go to work. Didn't we see in the news this lady that was sleeping with a child at
disgusting
school?
Yeah.
This is normal for them, bro. So I don't know, man. Again, Shannon Sharpe, yeah, he did mess up here, but like, bro, this is extortion to the highest degree, for sure.
And if you want a live numerology reading, 98 or above, I'm not sure if the bot's working today. So if you want a live one, 98 or above.
Yeah. Cool. But yeah, chat. Just be careful, man, because a lot of things happen behind closed doors, but things like this bring it up to full light. And listen, this is all role play. Any guy getting girls, bro, knows.
Yeah.
Listen, it's the game. You just talk your shit, man. Get her wet.
Yeah.
Boom. Pull up on the spot. Smash. Now, of course, with a hoe, it can go either way. But yeah, this is not anything on the norm.
You know what's amazing about female influence? They had none until the internet. I mean, do you remember like Rush Limbaugh, Howard Stern? These are names that people remember from the radio days. Any female shock jocks you guys know of?
Let me think.
Bullshit?
Zero.
Bullshit?
And you know what that tells us right now? Because no woman can make it back in the radio days. That means no woman could have made it into streaming without selling sexuality. They need to see you. You guys have no talent. Absolutely none. All you can do is show off your flesh. And that's exactly why during the radio days, zilch, nil, no one saw you guys. But now, because of video that men obviously created, the internet was created by man, everything was created by man, but you guys exploit that to get simps. At some point, you all going to hell.
Something
I want you to know
weird
that.
about women, man. I just thought about with BDSM or anything that's like aggressive. Anytime I was with a girl or she wanted to be choked or any of that, bro, it's always them introducing that shit to me.
Boom.
I've never, on God,
there you go.
I swear, bro, I've never been like, damn, when we do it, let me choke the shit out of you. But men really don't like introduce that.
They're little demons, bro.
They just give them what the fuck they want, and it's like, bro, that's crazy. That's why I low key feel like he got set up. It's rare to find a man to initiate that, bro.
You know what's funny? When women come to you and say, yeah, I like to be choked hard or spanked, I'm like, who was before me? Like, cause nigga, first of all, keeping this shit real, nigga.
Yep.
I didn't tell you to do this shit. You came to me, I'm like, hold on, stop, shorty. Like, how much time you been ran through? Like, dude, so to me, it's like, oh my God, she got experience? Oh my God, bro, this is bad.
We got a vet.
It's bad. But listen.
Got a vet, bro.
The nigga in me is telling me, bro, listen, keeping it real, Dom.
Yeah.
We would smash.
Oh, her, yeah.
The problem is he led with money at the very beginning. And that's the issue. If you leave with money, bro, that's how it's going to end. Now, granted, you can still get burned, but don't lead him with money.
He's a 57, 56-year-old man. How is he supposed to get with a woman like that without having some dollars?
Bro, Diddy, bro. I mean,
there is women today in Miami with guys that are older than 45 and they don't pay. I promise you.
Yeah. You don't have to.
They might get them experiences, but they don't. Dude, I know some of them.
So you're telling me there's guys in Miami who are 45, 50,
Yes.
and they have no money,
No. They have money.
Yeah, but they don't have to spend it.
But they don't have to spend
just-
it. Like, for example, they don't give her money. Like, oh,
Yeah.
just here.
That's fine as long as they have it. The bitch thinks she can get it out of them.
At some point, yeah.
Yeah, so then it's all good.
That's
But
the
you
thing.
have to have it. It's a
Yeah.
requirement.
But hold on, 2 more things though.
They ain't gonna get in no
It's
broke
like-
ass
hold on,
Chevy, bro.
Wait. They're good.
Yeah, they won't.
They're in good shape, and they don't look 45. That's another plus too.
Yeah, but they don't have no fucking bullshit car. They
No,
have
they don't.
fucking
No.
nice
Yeah,
places.
yeah.
That's a requirement,
yes,
bro.
Yeah, it
it
is.
is. It is.
That's a fact, yeah.
But the point is that you can do this without blowing a bag, like what this guy did.
Just have the bag, but you ain't got to spend it on them. They
dangle
just
the
got to know
carrot.
that you got
Dangle
it.
the carrot.
Yeah.
Listen, shorty, this could be yours.
Yep.
If you sign right here on the dotted line. That's it, bro. Just dangle the carrot, bro. Pretty much. But yeah, Shannon Sharpe,
I
man.
think he was dangling something else, bro.
Well, apparently this is a sex tape coming out.
Yep.
Apparently.
So the sex
Yo,
tape, that's
I
what he
love
dropping
Shannon
from.
Sharpe, man.
Yeah.
He had the best light. He's like, don't release 30 seconds of it.
Oh, the
release
whole
all
thing.
of it.
He want the
minutes
whole
of it.
thing.
And the crazy thing is, he was acting like he was doing something special about the 10 minutes, bro. I've been married for 20 years. That ain't something. And you were way better shape than me, bro. 10 minutes, like, damn, bro.
Yeah, 10.
Man, sometimes you got to go 90 minutes.
It's, didn't they say in the lawsuit, it's hard to stop talking about this. They said in the lawsuit
Once a year,
that
bro.
It was his video, ain't it?
Yeah.
That it was initially his video, so that's how he knew it was 10 minutes. I was about to ask, how did he even know it's a 10-minute video?
So okay, I'll break down a little bit further, right? So a lot of guys will smash OnlyFans girls. Might have been myself.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point they say, you know what? Let's do a video. Now, mind you, I can't be in a video because nigga, this shit's
Yeah.
You know what I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been in parties where girls would be like, okay, we're gonna go record in this room. Don't bother us. I'm like, what?
Damn.
And what happens is it's the person they're smashing, but for obviously for OnlyFans they do a video. Now usually the girl gets it, but not the guy. And I'm assuming from this interaction here, he went to her house, and they did something, and she recorded and kept it. That's what I'm understanding from this. And as a result, nigga, she got it for OnlyFans. So not only is it L because of the lawsuit, but nigga, you're on tape smashing shorty on OnlyFans. Hopefully it's on his face though, but that would suck. But again, this is L no matter what.
Yeah, it's definitely L no matter what he does. But you know what the best things about people in life, the Napoleons, the Julius Caesars, the Alexander the Greats, all of them were able to take a bad situation and turn it into a good situation. If this guy, if he could take the publicity of this and then become like some kind of male advocate and start supporting other guys, he could actually make this his own thing.
I agree.
There's ways where he can benefit, like short term, you're hit. Short term, you're cooked.
Yeah.
But there's ways he can make this happen. Like, I've already told this guy, like on Twitter, listen, Shannon, I want you to understand something. Fuck ESPN. Move down here to Miami. I got your yak. I got your Black and Miles. Meal tickets on me, bro. Come down here. I'll hook you up with every single person there is. We literally know everybody in the city, and you can own this city very easily. And you could say, like, fuck. And guess what? There's a lot of OnlyFans girls here, too. So if you haven't learned your lesson yet, pimp, there's a lot of them here. And guess what? They're a lot better looking than this fucking skank.
Yeah, I will say this, though. It is better to avoid girls like this because, bro, it may be fun in the moment, but it's scary because you don't know the actual end result. So it's better.
We'll get to the numerology readings and the live chats in about 5 minutes. And if you want one, it's 98 or above.
Yep. We got you guys. What's next one, Dom? We got it next.
Look, they got a drama.
That's my president.
So Trump.
That's my president.
Donald Trump, a Trump post. Trump is selling 2028 campaign merchandise, alleged to like troll lips because they're now saying that he's going to run again.
Yep. Did I say that would happen?
Yeah, but I don't see him
Didn't I say he would run again?
We called it.
And by the way, India and Pakistan are having issues. And I said India and Pakistan might have a war this year in the very beginning of the year. I think I might have said it on your shit when I was debating Wilson. They said make predictions. No one saw that coming but me. So again, at the end of the day, this stuff works every single time. Now, think about this picture, man. Think
about this. We need
Trump going for his third term versus Barack Hussein Obama going for his third term. Now, why would the Democrats do this? Because they got no one. Gavin Newsom ain't it. Harris ain't it. Clinton's already halfway to the grave. They got nobody. Where are they going to write a homosexual Buttigieg? Like, seriously, they have absolutely nobody. It's in their interest to let Obama versus Trump. And, bro, that would be the election
Of the year.
not just of the century.
Of all time?
It would be the biggest election in American history. I look forward to it.
But is he
I want to
not-
see that happen.
But is he not too old? And I love Trump. I mean, everyone knows I love him. But
I will take a Trump at 65% over almost every single
Facts.
person in the Republican Party.
Yep.
But me.
100%, bro. Trump all day, bro.
And the
Trump all
only
day.
way I am not running for president in 2028 is if he's running for president. I don't give a damn about JD Vance. I don't give a damn. I got no loyalty to these other guys. The only way I'm not running if Trump is running. And if he's not running, I'm running because quite frankly, all these guys, they're sold, bought, and sold. How many people would hate me, bro? Yeah, I cannot be bought. Never will.
But hold on. We're talking politics here, right? So keeping it real, if you're going to play the game of politics, you got to be sold or bought at some point. You got to be.
It depends exactly what you want to do. Quite frankly, Donald Trump made deals with people, but he's not owned by anybody. He had to make a lot of deals with Adelson and Musk, and he did what he had to do to get in the White House. But now that he's in there, he's shown a lot of independence. Like, for instance, these tariffs all across the world, this isn't helping any of his billionaire class.
No.
He's hurting his people because it's in the best interest of America. That's how you know this guy's real. Because he is actually hurting the people who put him in a position of power for the betterment of America. You know what's going on right now? India just tried a trade deal with America, or they're very close. And in that trade deal, they cut out China. They said Trump's not only like, oh, you got to make a deal with us, you got to make sure China doesn't circumvent your system to get to ours. So all the trade deals going on right now, he's cutting China out. So by the end of the day, China's going to be real bad shape. And if they're in bad shape, they can't fund that war machine. And at some point, that communist regime collapses. So I'm all for what Donald Trump is doing because he is the greatest president in American history since John F. Kennedy.
Okay. Well said. Yeah, I think Trump's one of the best, bro, of all time.
he's the best of our lifetime, I'd say.
100%.
100%, bro. It's funny. We went to inauguration, bro, and that was lit. That was amazing. Yeah. But Mar-a-Lago was even better.
Yeah, I love it. It's nice
Bills?
there. Yeah, hell yeah. This house so big, man. It's
Dude,
nice.
that was amazing.
It
bro.
looks better than the White House, the damn Mar-a-Lago.
It was beautiful, bro. Yeah, the grass, the people, the food. We saw Mike Tyson there as well. That was lit.
We can pretty much get in there again if you want, man.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I can definitely make a phone call and get in there.
I'm plugged in now, bro. I miss the connections. We got no jumper. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Sources close to Shannon Sharpe says his relationship with his great accuser was purely a consensual BDSM arrangement, allegedly meeting for a rough sex about 100 times from late 2022 to January 2025.
What the? Wait. Wait. 100 times?
100. These niggas kept track.
Bro.
100 times.
Bro. Nigga. Hold on. Unc is crazy, bro. Listen. Black don't crack. Keeping it real.
100 times.
But dude, wait.
He told that shit
22 to 25?
2022.
That's
what I'm saying. Is anyone else picking up what I'm putting
yeah,
down?
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, that's why she wouldn't take the 10 mil, because now she can book his ass.
That's what I said. That's what I think.
She was underage.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
That's
what I truly believe.
Shannon,
Bro.
why didn't you give her 20
But
mil?
2022, and fresh, you see how they put that late?
man.
You see how they put that late on there? That's because of the law team. So was it really late 2022? Because that tells me late 2022 is probably when she turned 18. Or some shit like that. Because you see how they put that late in there? Late 2022?
Hold on.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's what I
Let me
picked up
see.
on first.
I get what you're saying.
So it's like they
Let me
want to
see.
include that to let them know, like, hey, early 2022, she was illegal.
Well,
That's crazy.
they're saying that she's 19 or 20. One of them. So that's
That's the shit that, man, the 2022.
let me see. I can't find her actual age, bro. Is it 19 or 20? I mean, it's
A
pretty
lot
close.
of people, they keep reporting 19. If it's not 19, she turned 20 this year.
Amazing how a woman can lie and a man will get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
But it's 2025.
That's
Man,
right.
I ain't gonna lie. That's not really a
insanity,
good
bro.
look.
She would have been, what, 17?
I'm assuming.
16?
Shit, it sounded down there.
Bro, you know what's crazy, bro? So I went looking for her birthday on her Instagram, right? Obviously, it's kind of hard because of the dates and like it says 18 weeks, but I can't find her birthday. Can you guys find a birthday?
I can't. I don't think I can.
I looked. I couldn't find it.
It's kind of hard to do that right now, bro. But either way, bro, that's diabolical. They did that shit on purpose, bro.
22.
100 times, bro. Bruh. That's
they,
wild.
They claim she requested acts like choking, collars. She requested choking. Collars, role play, and alleged texts, including one that said, "I want you to tie me up like this and abuse me, daddy." Like,
of course.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I've seen before. It's not anything
this
special.
Is nothing more than a guy that found a chick and there's a transaction.
Yeah.
I give you some things that you want or pay you, and you fuck me. Pretty much that's it. Now, it's kept under a veil of BDSM, but that's all it really is.
Yeah.
So now what's happening here, she never liked him. Obviously, it's a good time, whatever. She got money or gifts or whatever out of it. But he's like, yo, I can smash. There's no complications here. I'm all game. And she ain't my girl. So I understand what's happening here. However, to put the age like that in there, bro, that's diabolical, bro.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Dog. Dude, how do you fight that?
That late 2022 is what scared me.
Yeah.
I swear, because it's like that's his legal team putting that in there, like just to be safe. Let's say late 2022.
You know what the problem is?
What's that?
2022 is a tiger year, and he's born 1968 year of the monkey.
He's fucking cooked.
He's so cooked.
He's cooked.
He's
It's
cooked.
probably
Yeah,
true.
now I
It's
understand.
probably allegedly true then.
Look,
He's
look.
cooked.
He did something in his enemy year
He's cooked.
that came back to him all
Oh,
the
man,
way
you
to
said that.
now.
Yeah, you
So
did say
Shannon
correct.
Sharpe, born 1968 year of the monkey,
shit.
started this relationship in
Yeah.
his enemy year,
Damn.
2022.
Yeah.
Again, the astrology's on point. How many times have I preached this?
Yep.
Watch what you do in your enemy year. Lay low. This motherfucker was doing anything but laying low in his enemy year.
You even said it. Yeah, you was like, even if you get wins in your enemy
Yes.
year, it could come back and haunt you in the future.
Yeah, he probably thought this was a big win
Yeah.
until now.
Damn.
I'm worried about him now. I'm worried, bro.
That's
That's crazy.
He's cooked.
Okay, so from the
Shit.
current information we have now.
Yeah, don't be coming down to Miami anymore, bro. You're done.
Stay
You're
over there, stay
done.
over there. Stay over there. Stay over there, bro.
done,
so,
bro.
so Dom, real
Yeah.
quick, give me your, I guess,
How I feel.
give me your actual outcome you think is happening. For example, okay, we know the current case.
Yeah.
He looks mad guilty. What's the end result? He got to pay jail time. What do you think?
I believe he got pulled in. You know, he was just trying to accommodate what she wanted at the end of the day, and she switched on him and hit him with the alley-oop. But at the end of the day, it works. I think he's going to have to pay. I don't see him returning back to ESPN if within probably 2 years. If anything, if he can't go back.
Bro,
But if that's
he might
safe-
get Tysoned.
Yeah.
They might put him in prison for this shit.
Yeah.
He might get Tyson.
But I don't foresee that. But
I mean, they might.
Yeah, they
They
can.
might. You know.
I'm just speaking
wait
what I
a
heard.
second.
I'd
Wait a
hate to see
second.
that.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Was he a Trump supporter?
I can't say not really. No,
I can't really tell.
because he even interviewed Harris. So, but he was mainly neutral. But
So
he was more on the
if he
left.
was out with Harris, he might have a chance.
Yeah.
But if he was against Trump,
yeah.
they could book a Uncle Tom. They'll get him quick.
Damn.
They'll get him quick.
I see him paying. Hell, it could even be close to the 10 million again. I don't know, because now it's done been put on the table.
Bro, I'm
but
telling
I don't
you.
see the 50. I don't
Super
see it.
chats lining up,
But I
guys.
see him
We'll
paying.
get there in
I
1
see him
minute.
paying,
So
bro.
listen, him offering again. This is I'm harping on this because it's important. He offered her 10 mil. She said no. She has actual timestamps and years of penetration. Pause. Bro, this nigga's cooked, bro.
Yep.
Again, stay away from sticky snow bunnies because this is bad, bro. This is
Yeah.
bad by any means
And
possible.
it makes me feel like too that Tony Busby dude, he's trying to get at least 10 million himself.
Of course,
and give
bro.
her 40.
How
40
many-
ain't enough for him? He would have got only like 2 million out of that. And I think
How
that's the real
many
problem.
more men are going to be taken down by women? I'm sorry. Let me correct that. How many more men are going to be taken down by whores?
Yeah.
Women don't do this shit. Enough isn't. Look, guys, you need to stop thinking with your little heads. Because especially your people.
Yeah.
You really need to stop thinking about, like, you can't succeed if you have 3-4 baby mamas, bro. Like, you can't make it, bro. It's just not gonna happen. These guys don't have baby mamas.
Facts.
You can Here's the thing: you can say whatever you want about these two. No matter what fuck ups they don't have any baby mamas.
Thank the Lord.
Okay. So you bitch ass motherfuckers out there. Notice how I did that? I want to say that when I'm phone. You bitch ass motherfuckers out there can say whatever you want. They're good examples for black men. They're actually black men. You guys are ends.
Hey, he said the word, Dom, so it's
I
good.
think I think the age.
I'll
is
say
the
whatever I
main thing.
want on camera.
I know you will. We know you will. We know you will.
The age is the main thing, and I think the biggest problem is that there's so many different people that have a problem. You got women that's claiming he's a predator, which I don't agree with that. Illegal. I mean, unless they can prove that she's underage, you can't say that. But you have people that's upset with the race play type of stuff. It seems probably I'll put the big black baby in me. It's just so many angles of hate that he's getting, bro. I just don't know how he gonna come out of this unscathed. I just don't.
All right, let's go to the super chats. They're lining up, man.
All right.
I need to, start working a little bit. 1980, monkey girl, no kids or husband. Okay. I mean, listen, if you're born on the 28th, you put your career and the money above everything else. This is normal stuff for someone who's 28. But you're also born on a 3 day, so that basically means you still got your youth to a point, because people who are 3s age like wine. So you still look pretty young for your age. Now, does that mean you have kids? I don't know what to tell you. That's more of a conversation with your doctor, because you're a woman in your 40s, and we're not going to beat around the bush. But I'm going to tell you this. If you can have kids, have them. Because here's the thing. You aren't going to fulfill or learn the life lessons you have to learn unless you put something above yourself. And that's what the whole hell kids are for, in all honesty. Why do you think men in 1950s who had kids at 23, 24 were actually real men, where now we have a whole bunch of baited bitches playing video games until they're like 35?
Yeah.
No kids. They don't put anything above themselves. It works the same thing with women. So you've put career, money in front of everything else. And this is something that 28s do a lot. But what do you want me to tell you? Money comes easy. You're a good communicator. You're good at selling yourself. You're a monkey, and if you're in America, that's a good sign. So the money's there. You're also a leader to a point. You are a woman, but you're a leader to a point because you're born on 28th with that male energy. But if you're asking me, what should you know? I would learn as much as possible and be that person who knows everybody. That's how 3s make it. They are networkers. And they are the absolute best at it. If you're a 3 life path, you got to know who's the plumber. You got to know who's the mechanic. You got to know who the hell the drug dealer is. You got to know these things. That ain't my job. That's yours. Just kidding. But it is what it is. That's how 3 succeed. Mouthpiece, know things. That's how you expand that 28th energy.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the next person.
They're here on screen as well. You want Jericho?
Let's go in order. Louis. All right, go ahead. Read it off.
We got Louis Martinez, male, 5'6", 1968. His wife as well and son. All these dates are there.
Okay, so when it comes down to someone born 6'8", 1968, again, if in America, that's successful because America's a monkey nation and you're a monkey, so people who are monkeys are more successful. For instance, if you're an immigrant and you're listening to this program anywhere around the world, you probably live in a shithole. But if you're a monkey, try to come to America. I'd prefer you do it legally, but if you have to go across the border, it makes for a good story. It is what it is.
This guy, bro.
So what I'm basically trying to tell you is, if you're born in a monkey year, you should be in the United States of America. Period. You're 8 life path. Money goes up and down. Very karmic. Born in the 6. Very responsible. Homey, family oriented. Yeah, your wife got a good one. See, look at the wife over here. She's born in the 17, so she got that, money in her. So this guy's an 8 life path. He married someone with a bag.
Smart.
Your wife did good, man. Your wife's actually pretty smart. I know that's crazy for me to say a woman's smart, but I told you about those 7s. 7s are extremely intelligent, and even if they're women, no matter they're the race, like the KKK out there, black people who are 7s will run circles around you. I would love to see it too, man. I really would. Anyways, moving back to his wifey. She's more of a loner. Give her a space. She's kind of dominating. If I was to guess, she kind of dominates the relationship. If I was to guess, give me that bag. Not to get serious, your son is an 11 life path. He's going to be a great athlete, but he also is born in the 9th, so you have to make sure he's around the right people. Some kids who are born in the 1st, 10th, 19th, you can give them some free way. You can basically give them more rope because they're not really going to fuck up. They got strong personalities. The people born in the 9th, even though they're very smart, they're followers. The people born in the 9th, they have addictive personality. So if they're around the wrong people,
like drugs,
bad things. Exactly. If you're around drugs, or say you have a good girl, then she's a 9 around a whole bunch of whores. What do you think's going to happen? It is what it is. That purity is going to be gone real soon. So at the end of the day, you have to watch that with people born in the 9th. And 3/23/2010. That's a son. Okay, that's an 11. Great athlete. He's going to be a good-looking kid. He's going to be a little bit of a troublemaker, but I see him doing extremely well in life financially. I think the dad's going to set him up but remember, the dad and him, even though they have a connection with the 8th energy to a point, they are enemy signs. So you, the wife, have to be like the mediator. That's what happens when you have kids in the same family who are enemy signs, man. Because you have a tendency to want to go harder against your enemy sign. And as a parent, you have to guard against that. It is what it is, man. All right, let's go to the next one.
We have up next, Jericho Salmo says his birthday is 10/20/05. What's my life path?
Your life path is a 1, and people who are 1s are born leaders. People who are 1s have to be the aggressive ones in life. Steve Jobs is a perfect example of a 1 life path. He would get in people's faces. A lot of people called him an asshole because people who are 1s are extremely demanding. They're also very argumentative. The fact that you're born in 2005 means you're a rooster. You know, the funny thing about rooster is the 10th sign. So you have that 1 male energy in there too. So not only is your numerology very male dominated, your astrology is too. So you have to be aggressive in life, but don't be too aggressive in life. It's one of those type of deals. As someone who is born in the rooster year, this is a snake year. This is your year to dominate. This is your year to go hard. Because, the enemy year was 2023. We know you got hit because Vince McMahon got hit. Vince McMahon, the billionaire, WWE owner, built that business, was forced out because of the same shit Shannon Sharpe is doing. How many powerful men have to go because they can't control their dicks?
Yeah.
I mean, listen. This is not a joke. I don't understand how you men allow women to abuse you like this, man. You have all the power. You have absolutely all the power until you give it away. And once you stick that dick in there and you play their fucking games, you lose all the power.
You triggered my trap card.
Mark that vice grip.
Yeah.
That vice grip.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. As a person, only thing that can take you down is alcohol. Don't drink, my friend. One should not drink. Let's go to the next one.
Okay, we got next up. Mia Whitaker. She didn't give a birthday. Or is it in her replies, is it? I can't really see. Mia Whitaker. If you didn't put it in there.
I don't see nothing.
Okay, we'll come back to her.
Okay, Mia, put it in the chat.
Yeah, we'll
your
come back to
actual
her.
birthday.
All right, next one.
Jeremy. 9/14/97. Male born and lives in Sydney. General reading. In a time when law and order didn't exist, what did the number 4 represent? Justice, perhaps?
Well, I mean,
Jeremy.
Justice and the law have nothing to do with each other. I mean, I don't know how to explain that like the law and justice are completely 2 different things. The law is the law. Justice, that notion that, justice is colorblind is all nonsense, man. I saw a story the other day how a good Samaritan wanted to basically clean someone's yard because she was an old grandma. She couldn't afford it. And he basically wanted to do a good deed.
Yeah.
The cops almost arrested him because they said he can't do that. And the woman had to hire the city's own private people to do it.
Yeah.
So again, that's the law. Is that justice? No. So the law and justice are 2 different things. So that's the best way I could answer that. And I do understand why you're asking me about law and order and stuff like that. I mean, it makes sense. But no, I don't think that's a extremely big deal. Quite frankly, you are born on the 14th. So what that basically means is you can't be in one place. Your life, you have to travel. Awesome. Anyone born on the 14th, the 5th, the 23rd, like my man over here, be honest, man. When you were stuck in one place for a while, didn't you feel kind of depressed?
Yeah. I move every year.
This is what people with that type of energy need to do. If you're in one place for too long, you lose that feeling. Yeah. 5s need to be like water. And when water is moving, stale mosquitoes form. Now I understand that's a metaphor. What we understand is water does best when it flows. And that's why water is a 5-letter word. That's why water starts with W. And what is W? The 23rd letter. The letterology and numerology is connected, guy. So for you, Again, I was any man who's born in the 14, 20, 30, or anyone who's 5 life path. Watch them women. If you watch them women, everything else will work out. I guarantee you. As a person, you're a 4 life path. You got to work your ass off. It's not going to be handed to you, bro. Some people got that silver spoon. 28, they got that silver spoon, bro. That shit comes to them easy. They manifest that money easy. But the fact of the matter is this, man. You manifest money easy, bills. Does it come? There you go.
His name is Bills.
It is what it is. So for you, my man, put in work. It's the same year your ox heart. We'll come back to the readings in about 15 minutes.
Look
and,
for-
if you wanted to get a reading, it's 90 €.
Me gave her actual birthday
Oh,
here in the
go
comments. So, me with girl, 326, 98, female, and I guess her dude is 5'10", 96. Male, I want to know our compatibility and what could make our relationship better. Because we always have disagreements. Yeah.
You're a tiger. You're an Aries. You're a 11 life path. I bet you do have disagreements. Are you kidding me? Like Aries are the most violent when it comes to God of War. Tigers, I mean, they'll literally square up on you, especially if you're a black woman. You'll definitely square up. Those tigers don't play, man. I mean, I'm flat out. Amber Heard was the tiger. She was whooping the shit out of Johnny Depp, and then she was like, oh, he was hitting me. Oh, bitch, you're the tiger. So here's what it comes down to. I want you to understand, tigers, it's very difficult to appease them all the time. It is extremely difficult. Now, your man is a rat, so you're probably dominating that relationship to a point because rats aren't very confrontational. He's an extremely hard worker. He is a leader. He will argue at times. I'm sure you guys are doing extremely well in the bedroom. And by the way, I know you look out for him. I know you look out for him. Now, I understand why you look out for him. But I want you to understand, man, he is extremely manipulative. If you want your compatibility, I'd probably give it a 5 in everyday life and probably an 8.5 in the bedroom. Yeah. See, I can tell what sexual compatibility is, and I can take that away from the actual compatibility because, maybe Shannon Sharpe, he has that sexual compatibility going for about 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But you still got 23 other hours in the day. So, no, I don't think this is a good relationship. But I do think he is going to be a very rich man. I see that. I see that you expect the best in life. I see that, quite frankly, you would never be with someone who's a bum. And I can also see you got a badass body. You look extremely good, and you have one of those athletic gym girl bodies. Tiger and 11, they usually get that hourglass figure. That's how they usually run. But, again, everyday life, 5, bedroom, 8.5. And I see you guys breaking up? Nah, he's going to probably take good care of you. Okay. I don't hold any punches. It's what it is, man. I ain't gonna lie to you people either. People think about no, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
I guess what makes it better when someone do get a good message because it can be like, oh, this person got bad. They got bad. Means more.
It's keeping it real.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. All right.
Something that influencers just don't do. Yo, when can we talk about the other black guy in the news?
Oh, man.
We in it?
We're going to cover that pretty soon.
All right. So we have a climate protester that was arrested by Secret Service for vandalizing the Trump Tower. Wow, 2 Trump news.
Why would you go through this, man?
To the guillotines.
I mean, common sense is not common anymore, bro. We can play the clip, though.
Fucking piece of shit, bro.
And then
He looks exactly what I thought he looked like.
he sits there. They're so weird, bro.
Liberal cucks,
This
bro.
motherfucker's so weird.
You know why he sits there? Because there's no threat of physical violence against him. If he would actually have a threat of physical violence, he'd think twice. These are beta males, man. They want a virtue single, like they're all important because they have nothing going in their life. They can't get a woman. They live in their mom's basement. They failed as a capitalist. They're a communist piece of shit. This is what they do to virtue signal, to make it think, to cope to themselves like they're better than everyone else. You're a piece of shit, bro.
Yeah, it's just a weak guy.
I don't see what's the point of this. Okay, you go spray some paint on,
Like what changes?
like what is this? I don't understand, bro. This is weird to me. Again, and then you get arrested for it, bro. Congrats.
I don't
Like,
really see what changes from it. I really don't have much comment. It just really is a waste of time.
This is like when the Teslas were being vandalized
Yep.
with Elon Musk.
And I feel like that had more of an impact just because, not because, Teslas are being destroyed, because of course people were getting their insurance back.
Yeah.
But it was similar to Hellcats. So funny about me, I have a GT Mustang. I really wanted to get a Hellcat. I'm a nigga. I wanted a 4-door. I really did. And I was close to doing it. I was going to get a 4-door Charger and stuff. But, bro, the reviews and shit, and then knowing some people that have it, like, bro, you're going to have some problems with it. You got to watch where you park it and shit. Like, and, bro, even one time I went out to eat, saw someone shit get busted.
It might get stolen, bro.
Get stolen.
Yeah.
So I said, I looked at the cars that's, your V8s that's least likely to get stolen. Mustang was the least likely.
Really?
Niggas is the reason why I got a Mustang. Yeah, they don't touch the Mustang. They'll steal a Camaro, a Challenger, and a Charger before they steal a Mustang.
Why?
It's just in demand. And rappers don't rap about Mustangs. You'll hear a rapper
That's
talk about
fucked
Camaro.
up, man.
Yeah.
They don't rap about Mustangs, so they don't get stolen.
That's really
what
the
a
truth about shit.
degenerate ass culture,
It's the
man.
truth. It's
Yo,
not a
you really
target.
got to talk to your people, man. This is some bullshit.
Yeah, it's not the target, but the reason I'm saying this, I can understand the Tesla's trucks. It was bad because it made the cars hot.
Yeah.
It's like if I get this car, I might lose my shit. My dog could
It might
get
get
set on
damaged.
fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it gives you the same fear. I feel like that actually did hurt, but this does nothing.
This is pointless, bro. Poor Elon Musk, bro.
Yeah.
Poor Elon
Yo,
Musk.
poor Elon Musk. He can go fuck himself. Elon Musk. Yeah, I'll say that N-word for him. I'll say it for him.
Listen,
And
bro.
motherfucker, man.
We know you hate Elon, bro. It's fine.
Oh man.
It's fine, dude.
As you're finding out, there's a lot of people who hate me too.
Yeah. It's hate going all around. But, it's fine, bro. They can't stop us. All right, what's the next one?
Sure.
Oh, no, yeah. Want to keep watching? Yeah, we can. But,
Soy boy ass bitch.
Sorry, man.
go ahead. What's that show on Netflix? Black Mirror?
Yeah.
Isn't this like one of the episodes?
It does seem like how this.
Standing recording?
Yeah, bro. It seems like
What
that.
guy's doing that?
This nigga.
Hey guys, gotta leave. What do you gotta leave? Leave? Yeah.
This
Yo, one leave. You gotta leave, bro.
Fine, come in. Just
What resistance. What glorious resistance. Do not touch him. Here's another liberal. Here's another liberal.
Yeah, that's Secret Service, bro.
name and badge number.
They're trying to
Name and badge number.
Badge number?
It's obviously Secret Service.
What police force are you with?
This nigga. What? It's obvious police.
This is your country. This is your
Everybody's
country.
got back out.
This is
Everybody's got
our
back out.
country.
Everybody's got back out.
This is our planet.
Hey, where's your rainbow flag,
Our
boy?
country. This is our planet. You cannot ruin it without comments. They are ruining the planet for profit.
Which police force are you with?
Hold on.
He's got no
So
kids. He's got nothing, bro.
You know what's funny about people that talk about, the powers that be and the establishment, the shadow groups? I'm like, all right, cool. There's an issue here being, at large, but you're going to talk about it in public. And my thing is, what's the point? Please tell me, what's the point? You're going to shout to the clouds, oh, it's those people. It's that people. Okay, now what? It doesn't make any change.
I'll be honest. I really think it's all about people hoping a domino effect happen. That someone that can do something is moved by those words. It's like hoping on a miracle. I truly believe it's like, okay, I can only do this at this level, but maybe someone at a higher level could get influenced by this in some way to make a different choice or something.
Okay, what about if I became their friend? Or I actually become that person myself? Then I can make a change. Until then, I'm just showing at the clouds. What's the point of it?
It's virtue signaling. These people are coping because everything they did in life failed. So they figure they can do this and get some attention and feel better about themselves. These are absolute losers.
Yeah. It's sad, though, bro.
I like if people are really about Palestine and stuff like that, man, go over there and fight. And I like 100%. I have no problem. If any American citizens feel so strongly about Palestine, go over there. And by the way, same thing with Israel. If all you Americans feel so strong about Israel, go over there. I only care about America. I don't give a fuck about either one. Only America matters. And this is what I don't understand, man. When people want to put other countries above our own. If you live in America, you are so blessed. Because, you know, I don't even like saying blessed, that's be blessed. But at the end of the day, honestly, this is the only country in the world where you can become a millionaire and not be a criminal. You cannot be a millionaire in almost any other place in the world without being a criminal. China, Russia, Cuba, Venezuela. It doesn't matter. And by the way, I would pass that test with all those women. I can name 3 countries. I can even name 4. But at the end of the day, this is the only country in the world where you can legitimately work hard, make it, and become a millionaire without being a criminal. That speaks volumes.
You know what's funny? I agree with you, because if you're in America and this is where you actually reside and live, why are you pushing other countries out there?
I never understood it. Especially with conservatives. I'll be like, bro, we're supposed to be nationalists. That's a globalist stance. If you're like pushing for another country, it just don't benefit you.
I want to deport their ass. I honestly, like, for instance, if you burn an American flag, deportation.
It's starting to happen now, though.
You know,
I'm seeing it at some colleges.
Well, here's the thing. They're not actually American citizens. They're green card
The green
holders.
card holders.
Yeah.
If you're a green card holder, you're a second-class citizen. Shut your freaking mouth. Flat out.
Hold on. You think in China you could say F the government or whatever, and you get arrested,
Niggas cook.
thrown in a fucking cave, like, dude, you're done.
And then sometimes they family in it. Don't they bring their family in it? Like your family has to.
Oh,
deal-
pay the price too as well?
Yeah.
That's
It
even
happens
worse.
a lot
But
in Asian companies.
it's just pointless to me, bro. I mean, what's the point of it, bro? So,
What's the point?
yeah.
Virtue signaling.
Yeah, pretty much.
These beta males have learned well from these females.
All right. Next in the news is
Where we at? All right.
Walmart.
Yeah, this came out a week. Walmart is locking up packages of steaks in wire cages at some of the stores to prevent shoplifting, and theft. They are also reportedly eliminating self-checkout links. Now, this is huge. At specific locations, leaving customers with no option but to use cashier. Niggas done fuck shit up, bro. That's crazy, bro. Self-checkout lines? Bro, we're entering the future where AI is taking over. And you telling me niggas can't even have Walmarts with self-checkout lines in 2025. They're moving backwards. Niggas is pushing us literally backwards, bro. We now have robots cleaning it. Like in Miami, I'm seeing robots deliver mail, bro. And now we're losing self-checkout lines.
Yo,
That's
Dom.
everyone getting to move forward but us.
Dom.
That's crazy.
Dom, it's funny. We have one of the best stores around here. Target.
Yeah.
You know what Target did? Target said, we're losing produce. We're losing electronics. This has to stop. So you know what they did, bro? They put a fucking hoax on the cart and beepers on every item. So back in the day, you can say item,
Yeah.
self-checkout, good to go. Now there's a beeper on everything. The fruits,
Bro,
the candy,
it's crazy.
the phones.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why would they do this? It's majority white people.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what happened? It's close to the hood. Get me? It's close to the hood. They come over here to the hood. Sorry, from the hood to over here. And then they go by in Target. I'm like, that's why they put things.
I was at the Target over here about a mile and a half, and I remember walking through the store. And what stuck out more than anything is they locked up the underwear.
That's crazy.
Like they locked up the underwear and socks, and I'm looking around. I'm like, wait a second, I thought white people lived here. Like, what the fuck's going on? And then, like, as I was leaving for the first time in a long time, the security guard's like, yo, I need to check your receipt. I'm like, bro, you don't see this?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you don't see
I thought
this?
they did it at Walmart.
And I'm like, bro,
Damn.
where's my white privilege, man? You're not supposed to check me, man.
Yo,
so I had to give the Puerto Rican security guard a little,
I know
piece
you're
of my
telling the
mind.
truth, bro, because I actually went to Target. Like physically, I normally get it DoorDash. I went in physically today just to get the last few things from my spot. Got this Ninja pot set. That shit had a tag on it. I'm like, what this little circle shit on there is?
Bro,
Yeah. I literally had to get someone to take it off after I purchased.
Dom, imagine you spent millions of dollars for self-checkout.
Yeah.
You save money on staff. You could put more into the self-checkout systems, and you're smooth sailing. But to regress from that, because niggas are in your city, bro, it's crazy.
Bro, yes, bro. They supposed to move forward to more self-checkout. They talking this more. Walmart's talking about going fully autonomous. And you telling me niggas is about to have more humans? That's
Now, hold on. I'm not saying all niggas.
crazy.
I'm just saying them niggas.
Yeah.
And illegal immigrants, them too, bro. Get them out of here, man.
This shit's ridiculous, man.
But dude, that's wild. It's wild.
They unlocked the meetup. That shit like barbed wire, man. This is crazy.
Yo.
This is dystopian, bro.
Yeah. Hey,
I mean, wait a second. So if you leave with that meat, like the security thing goes off,
yeah, the beeper, I believe, because see, it was attached to it.
you think these fuckers care about a beeper
No,
going off?
they don't. They don't.
The self checkout is scandalous though, because I've seen some of the shit. People be scamming gum for like a TV. Like so what they'll do, they have like the piece of gum or some shit. They scan that under the TV, and it'll be a TV box under the gum, and it looks like they scanned the TV, but it'll be like $2.
Yeah, they fucked
That's
up
what
by
most of
bringing
them
that
do,
in the black neighborhoods, bro.
Yes,
They
bro. That's
fucked
what they're
up.
doing in self checkout. They're using items that don't cost nowhere near as much as the big item. They'll scan the small item right under it.
You heard about the Amazon scam?
No.
All right, so yeah, it is right. Sorry, Jeff Bezos, but I'm looking this right now. So
F him too.
there is a play, and a lot of girls do this for their cell phones and bags and shit like that. But they'll order the item, receive it, and then say, "I never got it." And what happens is you may say, "Okay, well, we saw it came to your door," or they may say, "Okay, it's damaged, take it back." So they'll buy or get a damaged item and send it back. Dude, and then they get a free iPhone.
See, you
damn.
learn how to be a scammer on the 305
Scary,
too.
bro. Scary, man. Scary shit, bro. Scary shit, bro.
Oh man.
All right, what's the next one?
We'll get to the chats in about 8 minutes. If you want to chat, 98 or above.
Academics TV.
Okay. Jay-Z Jay-Z owns Tidal. His platform banned Ye seemingly after he called their children retarded. So Kanye West, if people don't know how it works, it's like Apple Music. You search their name, it has their artist profile with their albums and all of their tracks. Kanye West has just seemingly been banned off of Tidal, so you can't find his music or none of his content on the Tidal streaming platform after talking about Jay-Z.
Listen, man. I'll be honest with you, bro. If I own a platform and I get to talk about my kids, my family, like that, I'll do the same.
Yeah.
Granted, though, I mean, they've been friends for how long? Ye and Kanye from back in the day. Sorry, Ye and Jay-Z. But obviously, Ye said his, emotions from his heart. He spoke from his heart and said certain things, and they didn't like it. And I mean, I get it, bro. It's not fair, but he's part of the platform, so.
Man, Ye's a freaking pedophile, man. He was talking about a goddamn 6-year-old, man. Listen, if you know what heck you said, he said it himself. Okay, so if you're around Kanye, I would. I mean, listen, do you really want to be around someone like that, man? He ain't no comedian. He said it. He does not give a fuck. There's something really wrong with this guy, man. I wouldn't want him around my kids any way whatsoever. You never know what the hell he's going to want to do with them. So having Kanye shout you out is anything but a flex. Take that any way you will.
Listen, Ye is different.
Yeah, you could say
He
that again.
is one of a kind. And you know what? Music is amazing. As a person.
Yeah, you
his
should
past-
play him. He should play it in prison.
His past, it's his past, bro. It's his trauma, but that is tough, though. Not gonna hold you. That is very tough.
6-year-old, bro. Even the Prophet Muhammad Aisha was 9 years old. Nope. And Kanye's out here with a 6-year-old. This ain't cool, man. This ain't kosher.
I think it was a legend. He was young too.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, when people are drunk, they tell the truth, don't they?
Or when they're on drugs. But either way, man, this does make sense because Jay-Z is a part of the platform, so Tidal is gonna do what they do, so makes sense. All right. And here's the actual main topic here. College campus. So let me do some pre-summary here.
He cooked, bro.
Man
He
killed it.
cooked. This
Man killed
is
it.
the best content this week
Yes.
on social media, bar none. Bravo, bro.
Listen, this was a class debate, and he destroyed all these liberals, bro. But before we get into this topic here real quick, there was a guy that came up to speak, and I actually know him from back in the day. He was a part of the group, and, he was cool. Came through, added some value, spoke with his time in the military. Thanks for your service. And, he was cool. Cool guy. No issues at all. Got a lot of value from the content. Loved the, me and Myron. It was cool. Then I get a text. Listen, bro, I found God, and I can no longer be associated with, you guys. I said, bro,
Hit the bricks.
listen, bro, I understand. You live your life, bro. go at it. No hate, nothing. We get it. Now, between this period of time, he gets some of my events back and forth. We spoke as men about certain things, and he brought up the topic of, okay, dating girls and finding his wife. I said, listen, bro, as a knowledge, you saw some bad ones, you left them, you found a good one. Awesome. This is good. I said every man should. If you want one girl, cool. Kudos to you. Have fun with that. We give you the tools and the rhetoric to take in, and then you live your life how you want to live your life. Now, enter this clip right here. So I got a text approximately April, check real quick. I got a text on April 12th, I believe. Let's see here. Yeah, April 15th at 3:59 p.m. Yo, heard Myron's going to be at US or OC next week. 20 minutes from there, you come down here too? Nah, bro, just Myron. Got you. If you're ever in town, let me know. Now, keep in mind, we'll watch this clip of this text message. And mind you, this is all I got from that point in time. Tuesday, April 15th, 4 p.m. basically. All right, let's play it.
Guys are starting to look towards the conservatism and the right wing versus radical left wing beliefs because, it just doesn't serve us to be liberal, and we can see that there. But yeah.
Bring it up just a little bit. Can I bring this up just
There's
a
a
little
loud minority. What's up, man?
bit? Hey, can I bring this up a little bit? Is that okay? Okay.
Bills. Commercial for you after this.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, do you remember me at all?
No.
Okay. So can I ask a quick synopsis of what you think the prescription is for society today for men? In a short version, what do you think they should do to be successful with women?
To be successful with women,
Yeah.
okay, are we talking about like getting a girl for a long-term relationship just to get laid? What are we talking about?
Well, I think the only reason should be for a long-term relationship and marriage. I mean, that's Jesus Christ founded it, but I'm just curious what your prescription is.
Well, I've talked about this. I think guys have to have certain things in place, right, before they want to get into a long-term relationship. It's 5 things. So I would say 100K per year, 6 figures a year, 6 months to 1 year of savings, be in good shape, have at least 50 partners, right, sexual body count.
You hear it in the background?
Is that the last one?
No
and
way.
then there's one more, but that's fine. You could go ahead and
Okay.
engage with what I've said so far.
So the reason I asked that is I've watched almost every single podcast you ever did for about a year and a half. So much so that I bought into a lot of the things that you said. And for about 2 years, it led me astray.
Pause.
And significantly damaged.
He said he watched the podcast, year and a half, every episode, led him astray. Now, I'm sure we've all seen the podcast at some point, right?
Yep.
Do we tell men what to do only, or we say this is what we have learned?
Yeah.
Do what you will. And it's because if we tell you do X, Y, Z, we don't know you that well. We're men. We have experiences together. We understand how things work. And sometimes we fail or we win. If it works for us, hey, man, here's something that you could try on yourself for your life. And if it works, amazing. But at the end of the day, the foundation is work on your mindset, your body, and your career. And after that, girls will come for sure. So he got some knowledge from watching the show and took it in his own hands. And then he said he was led astray. Let's hear why he was led astray. Do play, Bills. Yeah.
My personal life, including relationships.
How did it lead you astray?
Well, you told me to go sleep with a bunch of women and date multiple women at the same time, which I did, and it significantly damaged my life. And it wasn't until I actually turned around and started listening to Jesus Christ that I was saved.
Pause.
How many of those women are ran through
Yeah,
clapping?
literally, that's what I was
So,
wondering.
bro.
That's the craziest thing.
Clap
Like,
to
yeah.
hell, bro. Hold on. You know what's crazy about this, right? He said, "Oh, led astray because I had sex with different women." Now, I don't know what you, Gary and Dom, but if someone told me, "Listen, bro, you need a body count 50," whose choice is that? Me to follow his advice or do what God told me to do?
Yeah.
So you're putting it on Myron, but you chose to do these activities.
It's weird.
And then to put God in there and say, "Oh, well, when I found God, it changed." No, nigga. If you have a prerogative for what you want to do, go do it as a man.
Yeah.
Why are you going to say, oh, this is your fault. Nigga, this is my life. I'll give you some advice, but you're not gonna follow it. And if you think it's bad, why do it? So I get the whole argument here that, oh, up and down straight, but bro, you chose to do it on your own accord.
Yeah,
Now, listen a little bit more.
That woman is running his life.
100%.
Running his life, bro.
Same thing.
Hold on. I'm about to give you a drop at the very end of this, but you made a very good point. Let's play.
Now I'm happily married. I have
Said it twice, he's won.
Yeah.
I have one child now with another one on the way, and I've never felt happier. But I felt.
Congratulations, that's good. That's really good.
Thank you. And I know you're not against that, but my concern is what you're saying to men leads them astray because I'm a walking example of it. And I think you're significantly damaging people, and especially you're leading people away from morality. Women are not sex objects. Women are created in the image of God, and they are valuable.
This nigga, I know his wife is giving him a hard time, bro. There's no way.
Bro, when did we ever say they're objects? When did we say women are not necessary? Well, I mean, you can argue that point.
They're not necessary in the political process, that's for sure.
But for reproduction, of course.
Yeah.
But other things where men thrive, I mean, bro, just keeping it real here is not really that crazy. But he's angling it as we're thinking as women are just
there
to be used, and his choice of having women in his life is our fault because we told him to get multiple body counts. Now, I could argue and say, listen, I get it. You wanted to follow our advice to a T, but nigga, you didn't have to.
Yeah.
And to be honest, you don't need 50 bodies. You just need to have a number of bodies where you can say, you know what?
I know
she's
enough.
bad. She's good. I found a wife. And guess what? He found a wife. Congrats. Ta-da.
Find yourself a virgin,
What's
guys.
crazier, Fresh?
Find yourself a
He looks
virgin,
younger.
guys.
He looks younger than most niggas get finding wives right now.
There you go.
So it looks like it worked.
So he got what he wanted and then said, fuck y'all
No,
niggas.
no. Let's not see that. Bill knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. Let's. Okay. Let's do that.
Okay, so let's
2
continue
minutes.
the video real quick.
Yep.
If you don't mind. But yeah, that's crazy talk, bro. But here we go. Yeah, man, it's crazy talk, bro. Crazy talk. Here we go.
And if you're watching the video, like
They should
it.
be treated as such. Why should God give you one of his children if you don't even know how to treat them? So I think.
So a question for you. You said you got out there dating and meeting women and stuff like that. And then you said that it kind of hurt you.
Yeah.
How did it hurt you specifically? Did you like just start? What happened specifically?
Well, I started warring against my own flesh. It's like trying to fill an empty void. There's a God-shaped vacuum in the heart of every man that can only be filled by God alone. Anything else you try to fill with that's not going to satisfy it. Sure. And I tried to do it with sex.
Yeah.
Pause.
So
Whose problem was that?
He's so
So
weird.
listen, he didn't say a lie there at all. He's telling the truth. That is true. There's a vacuum, a hole that needs to be filled, and only God can fill it. However, why you putting it on Myron? Like, bro, I don't understand. You had a choice to make, your body, your choice, and you chose, right? So why is that our fault or his fault?
Bro, he sounds like he's weak and he just need an excuse to explain his actions instead of just looking in the
He
mirror.
found out Myra was coming down there. He texts you. He's like, you know what, girl? I'm gonna show him.
Yes.
And she fucking put his cape on.
Yes.
And he went out there to defend his ran through whore. That's what he did, man. That's exactly what happened. Okay, cut the games.
Listen, Garrett hit the nail on the head. I guarantee his girl said, "You support these guys?
Yeah.
I don't like that. Babe, tell them what's up. You gotta defend me and your family. This is bad." He's like, "You know what, babe? Got you. As a man of God, go down there, tell him to his face." Listen, I'm all for him becoming a man of God. Great, that's amazing. But to come in and say that we cause you, bro, listen, this is your body, your choice, nigga. Keeping it a buck. You chose fuck bitches, and that's what you did.
And I'll be honest, bro, as a husband, I wouldn't really be too confident if I was his wife. Like, he's telling the world that another man controlled his life, bro, from words across the world, bro.
There you
A
go.
man he never met
Never
before.
met, bro, on the internet.
That's
Controlled
kind of
his whole life,
homosexual,
bro.
isn't it?
Bro.
Even the reason he got played. He literally said if y'all didn't exist, he wouldn't even got no play, bro. So it's
Boom.
like, I don't know.
Listen.
It's not a good look.
This is a case of accountability loss. You don't want to put it on yourself so you can get a bigger audience share and bigger hoorah. You say,
Yeah.
he's the bad guy. He messed me up. That's all it really is, bro. And to Gary's point, I guarantee you his wife has something to do with it. Oh, honey, these are bad people, bro. Don't talk to them anymore.
I wonder if she has like kids from another man that he's taking care of too, because he seems like the type.
Yeah, he would.
Because it's always those Joseph, Andrew Wilson types who are taking care of other man's kids, man.
Listen, Andrew's cool. I don't think that's his case, honestly. Just to be fair, but we'll continue. Just to be fair.
Would it be fair? How'd you meet your wife?
We actually had the #1 dating podcast in North and South Carolina called Who Hurt You Podcast.
How did you meet
And I'm
her?
also friends with Fresh. I know him very well. I texted him before I came here. And I know pretty much everyone on your crew. But I was a heavy follower, and you actually inspired me to start the podcast, and I realized what I was doing was wrong.
That's
I'm confused as
insane.
shit.
Wait a minute. Fuck.
He's such a fan. He knows the whole crew.
Bro,
He
you
knows
just
the whole
said
team.
this nigga ruined your life. Then you said you're the #1 podcast
I can't make this shit.
in Carolina. And then you say, wait, but you know what? You inspired me. Bro,
This is some feminine stuff,
is,
man.
bro.
confused,
Make
bro.
it make
It is
sense,
feminine.
bro.
Bro.
Make it make sense.
That was easy.
Bro,
This a friend of yours?
okay, understand this, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, bro. I'm a nice guy. I'm cool with everybody.
Yeah.
But to say is a friend is a stretch, nigga.
Yeah,
Listen, we're cool. We met before, and I just showed you the text between me and him. That was it. I wasn't saying I'm gonna roast Myron and talk about. It's like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
I'm not gonna be there, bro. Only Myron. That's what he said to me. Hey, nigga, we're not friends. Like, oh my god, bro, you coming out, nigga? I'm not there. Myron's there. That's all it was.
This man put ideas in your head that made you start a podcast where you met your wife and you have kids because of it, and you have issues with him.
Literally.
Yo, that would be like him getting someone $5 million and then they started talking shit about him.
Oh yeah,
That would be fucking
That would
crazy.
be, actually.
That would be absolutely crazy. I don't know what else to say, bro.
Shit's nuts, man.
Listen, man. I'll be honest with you, bro. There's a lot of shit behind the scenes people don't see, but this is one of those things. Listen.
I don't need to see anything behind the scenes. I already know what it is over here. Beta male. The woman runs the house.
Listen, I hate to say it, bro, but might be a cuck, bro.
Yeah.
Actually, we know a few cucks. We know a few of them.
What's his name?
Joaquin?
Joaquin with friends like this, bro.
You're funny, man. That's funny. You're funny, man.
That's funny as shit.
But yeah, we'll continue. It's all good.
That when you went through that experience, you were able to identify characteristics that you probably found as unredeemable and you probably wouldn't want to commit to, right?
In what way?
Well, when you were seeing these women, right, you probably started seeing patterns in how they behave, how they speak, or whatever. Maybe they're not qualified to be a wife. Because the thing is, right?
Well, I don't need that. I have the Bible for that. It tells me what to look for.
Yeah, but the thing is that you were able, and again, you're probably not going to notice it, but when you dated and dealt with all these women, you probably were able to identify characteristics that you were not fond of, or characteristics that would make a woman not a good candidate for a long-term relationship. And I think half the game is which ones don't qualify for marriage versus which ones that do. And clearly, you're skill set on how to get women, and then you're able to identify things that you like, and that will come a lot of times with friends. Look, if I can go ahead and find a woman as a virgin and be attracted to people who understand how to navigate, that's great. But reality is, I mean, that's where you have to go through a lot of bad women to be able to identify her wife as a man. So failures are good. They're good.
Yeah, failures in sense of socioeconomic or maybe relationships. There's a difference with what I'm saying. I'm saying that we're working against our soul. Jesus Christ demands us and
Give me a headache.
Again,
Dude, it is.
Again.
It's giving gay. At this point, bro. It's like, it's wild, bro.
listen. This is the issue, bro. Accountability is gone.
Yeah.
You made a choice to fuck some bitches, and you found God. Great. But now you're mad because I guess you need somebody to blame for your wife. So now you blame Myron. But in reality speaking, bro, this is your fault.
Literally.
If you feel bad about this nigga, you did it to yourself. No one can make you do anything that you don't want to do. Correct?
Yeah.
Correct?
And honestly, bro, I hate to say it, he's a man. Yeah, like he's the bitch that got ran through. You only hear women talk like this, bro. They'd be like, "Oh, I regret the bodies that I gave up." Like, bro, you ain't the one being penetrated. It's a weird stance.
And Myron said it.
It's not even that
You found your
deep.
wife. because you had experience.
I've
It's
seen
not
this
even that
before.
deep, bro.
I've seen this before. Sometimes people become such super fans where they stalk you, where they want to emulate you, where they want to be just like you, man.
made a podcast.
Exactly,
What they call
man.
it, parasocial?
He
That
he
shit?
did a podcast
Yeah.
just like Myron, and at some point,
Yeah.
that fanboy stuff turns into resentment. I've seen it firsthand. They become such
shit's
super
crazy.
fans, and then what happens is after they put in all the work, somehow there's something that triggers them to think, I'm not being appreciated.
What the hell?
I'm being taken advantage of. This guy is the source of all my. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
In 2023, I put numerology on the map.
Right.
Everyone.
Yeah.
I've seen people who are basically, literally sucking my
Yeah.
what, all of a sudden call me a demon. I've seen the switch. So I know what this guy is. He used to
Yeah.
be a super fucking fan. He emulated everything Myron did.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, he felt like he was being disrespected somehow. And when he found out Myron was coming to this college campus, bro, this guy got wet.
Damn.
I'm telling you right now, this guy got wet. He couldn't wait to do this, and his wife was definitely in his ear. Man, my body count don't matter. Go tell him.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
Shit's
Yo,
crazy,
what
man.
the
This
fuck?
is crazy but true, bro.
I mean, we can stop here though, but like, I just don't like when he called out and said that he's a friend of mine, bro. Listen, bro,
Yeah.
we're cool, nigga. Pause. I'm cool like a lot. I'm
Yeah,
cool
yeah,
like a lot
yeah,
of niggas. Pause.
Yeah.
But nigga, we're not friends like that, bro. Keeping it real, bro. You're cool, but now this is weird,
And
bro.
then it's almost like he did it when he got to Myron to try to like add some emphasis on his words. Like, I'm cool with Fresh, so it's
Nigga.
almost like, bro, putting you on stage. This shit's crazy, bro.
You know who did that too?
Yo.
DDG, bro.
Yeah,
Nigga said,
yeah,
"Oh,"
It's so gay.
and I'm like, bro.
like what you got
First
between
of all,
someone what you got.
People in life know me. If you know me, bro,
Yeah.
I'm respectful. I'm chill. I'm talking about nobody. But for someone that's not here.
Great networker, bro. I
the-
think that's your best
Yeah.
skill right there.
The point is that like to try to use my name to make your stance stronger
Yeah.
when your stance sucks anyway, bro. Come on, man.
Sweet.
It's lame. So whatever.
We ready for the commercial, Bills?
Yes, we are.
Anyways, as always, we are in Q Studios.
Yes.
Thank you, Q. Welcome back, and again, thank you for Q for sponsoring this podcast.
Shout out to Q.
All right, let's talk about this, bro.
Listen, bro. Guys, just a side note here. This video is very revealing. You're gonna see a not a woman, but a creature talk to her brother about some stuff. But we had to crop this because there's some camel toes in
Yeah.
between there that you don't want to see.
And remind you, emphasize she's talking to her brother.
Yeah, camel toe.
And we had to like
No
Do,
desert.
do they have the same father? Because a question like that would be relevant with a woman like
yeah.
this.
Bro,
She learned that behavior. So sometimes the apple don't fall far from the tree.
Yeah,
Where's the mother at?
this is disgusting, by the way, but let's play it real quick. And sad at the same time. Holy.
Did you actually mean what you said in that viral clip?
Yeah. You're twisting shit in my life.
How?
Like, I wanted to become a dentist, but with the shit that's out on the internet, I can't.
Yeah, you can.
I physically can't. People are putting shit out on the internet that's not true, but that doesn't matter because people will believe anything. No?
I mean, I guess.
You're f***ing everything up in my life.
Like friendships and stuff?
Kinda, yeah. Let's say that.
This is so scripted.
Yeah, it is.
What a bad
Christian,
acting.
I never once thought by doing this that it was going to mess anything up.
You never once cared, bitch.
I hate these words, man. Shit's so horrible.
We We can
Did
stop
you
here.
actually mean what you said?
By the way, guys, she's showing her like camel toe this entire time to her brother on camera. Dude, I can't show her because it's YouTube.
You can imagine the type of parenting they had in this household, man.
Yeah.
But this is planned from the very beginning, bro. This is not an accident clip. Just so you know.
Disgusting.
But it's disgusting, yeah. So I mean, dude, it's you know what's crazy about women,
baby.
bro? This is normalized because again, there's no shame anymore, and two, bro, they can make money from this shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, other than losing, for example, your marriage and husband in the future, they're like, fuck it, I'll have fun now and figure out later on. But then you're cooked.
The Taliban had the real answers, bro.
if you
They know how to fix this shit.
I got a question. If you compare it to like the 20s and you see how women, they dressed up and they had more shame and stuff, do you think we're at the peak of degeneracy or can it actually get worse? Like
Worse,
in
bro.
relationships?
Oh, it's going to get worse.
than where
It's
they
gonna
at
get
right
worse.
now.
Way worse.
Because
That's
right now, it's about 85% of women who are in America who are whores. We still can hit the 90s, bro. You know.
Also, AI. Imagine someone doesn't like you. I mean, this should be illegal, by the way, but they can actually make a video of you smashing or having an OnlyFans AI, you know, account, and that ruins your career because now it's like, wait, you're on OnlyFans, fired.
Damn.
And you can say, oh, it's not real, but it's your face. So I mean, dude, it's kind of fucked, man.
Shit.
It's kind of fucked.
That might be a good business for people who can identify if it's a real tape or AI tape. That might be a real good business to get
there
in.
you go, yo.
You know, we're out
Free
here
money.
giving
He's
money
always
making
taking my money.
ideas,
There you
bro.
go. There you go.
Of course, man. I'm Jewish. All the people in the chat keep asking. It is what it is. I've never kissed a wall. I don't wear a yarmulke, but I got that blood in me, man, which means I'm good at
Making
counting
money.
shekels.
Making money.
It is what it is.
Did
We got
get
some readings.
Did we get anything today? Any picks today or no?
Come back. Yeah, we definitely hit something.
Cool. All right, Lou Martinez. Male 5'6".
I did this one.
Oh, we did? Oh, no, we did.
I did that one.
Good to go?
We're good to go. All right, we're gonna be shutting this thing down quickly. If you want a reading, it's 98 or above, and quite frankly, I'm the best in the world. You're getting me at a discount price, man. I'm an expensive whore.
Okay. Oh, lastly, here we go. So back again with Shannon Sharpe. Listen, bro, he's being attacked from all angles. Pause.
Yeah.
Breaking. A new Shannon Sharpe accuser has come forward. A former female FS1 coworker is now claiming he choked her in the workplace.
It's
Bro.
crazy. This theme of choking, man.
Bro, I promise you, bro, this is where niggas fuck up. You know, when a girl says to me, I like being choked.
Yeah.
Cool. I got you. No, I like being really choked, like savagely. I was like, cool, I got you. You know what I do, bro? I put her hand on her neck. And I hold her hand here. And I fuck her. But understand.
That's different. That's different.
That's next level
Yo.
game. Niggas don't understand.
That's good game right there,
Niggas don't
man.
understand.
Yeah, you just put me on
One,
game.
it never happened before. And two,
Yeah.
I'm protected. Now, if it's my girl, though, nigga, it's
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
They can lie and just say you did it yourself. They can still lie, bro.
They can, but it's her actual
Grip.
hand
Her grip.
on
Yeah.
her neck.
Damn.
So listen, bro. Chat niggas.
That's
This is
crazy.
I got some. Dude, I got
Yeah,
bro.
that's game.
That's like the highest
That's some
IQ
good-ass
thing
game,
I've
bro.
heard in a
Bro,
long
that's some
time,
good-ass
bro.
game.
That's
Bro.
straight
I'm dead ass
game.
gonna take
Bro,
that. That's
I got
game.
more in the chamber. Listen, don't be fooled.
Yeah.
The Asian caught me off guard with
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
But the rest of these hoes, bro,
You on point.
nah.
Yo, for this type of
That's his
content,
game,
you're
bro.
getting like Matrix knowledge for me, and this motherfucker's giving you knowledge to keep your black
Yeah,
ass
yeah.
out of jail.
That's just
Facts, bro.
priceless.
This
That's
shit's priceless, and you won't even give us a goddamn like. We're over here tap dancing for you guys, man.
Facts.
I need some goddamn likes.
And some readings.
That shit's priceless.
We got you guys. But yeah, man, I just think that like we as men
Yeah.
are not safe, no matter who you are, white, black, Asian,
definitely
Hispanic.
not safe.
And if you got money or you're getting some money at some point,
Yeah.
all it takes is one girl to say, well, you know, I think I don't consent to this anymore from 10 years ago, 5 years ago. It's like, wait, we were fine. I've texted here, you know, to show that it's true. But then you say, oh, I was underage? Bro, that's a whole different level there. So we'll play this clip real quick. But like, again, choking, bro, could be a really bad thing for guys nowadays.
Let's talk about the other black man before we go.
All right.
All right.
Carmelo.
Anthony. Share some on Twitter as well. Well, we can play this one.
All right.
You're not beating the Lakers without a healthy Chris Paul. I'm not so sure you could beat him if you had a healthy Chris Paul. Hey, it doesn't matter. Chris Paul, Cliff Paul, Jake Paul, Logan Paul. Lakers in 5, not Chris. CP3, C3PO, it doesn't matter. Star Wars and Luke Skywalker,
right
did
now,
Chris's
he's
lair.
C3PO.
Bring them on.
That's who he is.
Lakers in 5.
Yeah.
Chris Paul, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, any other Paul.
Chris Paul.
Lakers in 5.
Yeah.
It didn't matter.
Right?
Phoenix Sun, Capri Sun, Mohegan Sun.
Yeah,
The sun's about to set. It Lakers in 5.
They're about to be at Mohegan.
Do straight people wear suits like that?
If you're Jamaican, yeah.
Okay.
So it has here, before Sharpe's time at ESPN, when he was the co-host of FS1's Undisputed, he was accused of choking a female production assistant in the workplace. Two sources with knowledge of the incident tell Front Office Sports. One source said Sharpe and Fox settled with the accuser for several $100,000. There was no lawsuit filed against Sharpe in the incident. So, this is not anything crazy because it was settled, but just to have this out there, you know what it does to other women? Oh, I was choked at some point. Can I get some money myself? Bro, you put one in the chamber, there's a bunch of other that come through. And look at Diddy's case. It was 1, then 2, then 10, then 15, then 20. So Sharpe has a lot going on, bro.
Yeah,
a lot going on.
You know, on the video, both videos, she mentioned about being choked. So it goes on with the theme. So it ain't a good
Man,
look.
they're out here trying to set people up, bro.
Yeah.
They're out. See, this is why women need religion, man. Because if they don't have religion, and again, I'm not talking about men. If they don't have religion, all of a sudden they start thinking about how to use their bodies, how to use their sexuality to gain resources out of men, which fucks up society, man.
Yeah.
Especially the kids. Why do you think all these kids are degenerate? Fucking morons. Because they have no family structure, because you have too many fucking whores fucking around. So until you fix that problem, bro, until you fix this feminist, all this garbage that comes with these women, nothing's gonna change, bro. Listen, I keep saying it. I don't want Islam, but I'm good with Sharia.
Listen, bro. At this point, can we actually go back, pull the clock back, and say, you know what, things gonna change?
We got all the power.
The small minority, but the majority, I don't think so.
Well, listen, all you need to happen is shit to hit the fan. Once there's a little trouble, once people start losing a little bit of money, anything is possible, man.
True.
Because the women are only safe if society is safe. If society isn't safe, there's poor people running around robbing and raping people. Yo, bro, you can forget about it. You can absolutely forget about it. Women rely on the safety us men provide. And when that is gone, and at some point it will be, it goes back to the Stone Age. Remember that,
survival.
guys.
Yeah. Survival. We got Anthony up. Carmelo. All right, here we go. Twitter. So yeah, I know you had a stance on Carmelo Anthony.
So I am gonna take some script out of President Obama's playbook, and I'm gonna say my position has evolved on this. In the very beginning, I'm like, okay, we got a black man who killed a white boy, obviously black privilege and stuff like that. But now I think a little bit differently. I basically, based off the evidence I saw, we had him and his brother basically jump this black guy to get him to move. That's what happened. So if two people put their hands on you and you actually do a pokey to basically protect yourself, and that person dies, so be it. So be it, because I'm going to tell you something. Yo, white folks, listen to me on this. You don't want Carmelo Anthony to be convicted. You do not want him to be guilty. You want a not guilty verdict, because when those brothers come running up on you, you're going to want to be doing the same exact thing. So I'm telling you guys right now, I'm all for Carmelo Anthony, not guilty. You put your hands on someone, guess what? You do it to the wrong person, you might not be alive to fucking tell the story about it. Let that be what it is. Let people have some fear. Don't put your hands on somebody, especially being jumped by his brother. Now, obviously, it's horrendous that, someone lost his life. I'll say the politically correct thing, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, this guy Metcalf was born 2007, the year of the pig. I'm a snake. Fuck him.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Dom, what's your thoughts on this, bro?
I'm waiting for the final case, but ever since the very start, I feel like it's not a race problem for one, because Carmelo Anthony hung out with white people before that, and he didn't go out there looking for them. They came out there and looked for him. So in that in itself, they were in the wrong. I feel like the father got enough facts that he can't stay with his son. He's not really on his son's side. Mm-hmm. The father's not really being vocal about it because I think he has more information. But at the end of the day, black kid ran track. He was sitting at a track bench. You got 2 football players approach him. He felt threatened. So, I can't say that it was right that he stabbed him, but it is understandable, unfortunately.
No, fuck that shit. If 2 people fucking jump you, you have a right to self-defense.
In the heart, though? That nigga went straight for the
It
heart.
is what it is.
That's some Mortal Kombat shit.
Yo. The next guy is going to think twice about jumping somebody.
Well, yeah.
It is what it is.
But it's like, dog, he went straight for the kill.
That's what they teach. That's what they teach. Go straight for the kill.
Yeah, that's the only thing I was like,
do
damn,
not
dog,
put your hands on people. People don't like that shit. And when you put your hands on people, sometimes bad things happen.
Yeah,
play stupid games, win stupid prizes. All right? It is what it is. And I'm going to keep this position because I'm more likely to be attacked by black people than black people are by white people, statistically.
Cool.
So yeah, I think honestly speaking, bro, self-defense is going to be
not guilty.
Not guilty. A play here. But the thing is, you know what's wild about this? Mm-hmm. The father showed up to the actual press conference, and bro, just keeping it real with you, keeping it real. If your son died by the hands of somebody else, and their family is going to speak, why would you show up there and support?
Maybe it wasn't his son. Maybe his wife had something with another man. Bro, I don't know what to tell you because I wouldn't be feeling like that if that was my son.
Bro, there's no way in hell I'll show up there and be peaceful.
As a father, if that happened to my son, I'm taking someone with me. All right, flat the hell out. So the only thing I can think of is maybe his wife had a fling with something and, that wasn't actually his kid. Yeah. Maybe that's why he doesn't care. Because his response, you can tell me he was Christian all he wants, but his response is fucking nuts.
So parents know their kids. I feel like he knows his son might have had that nigga might have been a problem. This is what I'm saying. He might know his son was a problem. Because I seen a report, now this is a rumor, so it's alleged. But I seen that there were students at the schools that alleged that those 2 boys were bullies. Those niggas was antagonists.
Dom, you just called
fathers know
the shots people don't want to say is because they know, or the father knows at least, or somebody knows.
Every parent knows if they kid a bully.
That their sons were probably the ones that started that argument.
Okay, I get it.
Started that fight.
I get it. Dom, if someone comes busting through those doors and starts whooping your ass, I'm not asking any questions. I'm jumping to help you.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so as a father, I don't give a damn if you think your son is guilty or not. Shut the fuck up, bro. Like, what type of father? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
maybe he's
matter.
not actually a father, but he is stepfather.
So I think he might get manslaughter though.
Me too.
Even though it's self-defense,
it was straight for the kill. That's the main thing that I'm thinking. Because it's like, bro, it's not just stab. Like, you could have just this nigga, bro. It's different to do some shit like to the chest, bro. To the chest, bro. Straight through the heart. I don't think there's footage.
If there's not footage,
but to go straight through the heart is
we don't know
crazy.
exactly
so this
what
is
happened.
the full arrest report for when he was released, and it proves that it was 100% self-defense. Now, this nigga's a lame, but he did pull up the actual report. Freak Nasheed. But here we go. So listen, at the end of the day, man,
the grifter.
Yeah, the grifter. We won't read all this, but come on, bro. He did kill somebody.
Yes.
So that does warrant some punishment, bro. Because you can't just walk around and say, okay, listen, self-defense for sure. But bro, you aim for the heart with a knife.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a fact.
Put him in the leg.
That's what I'm saying. That's my argument. It's
run away.
Because, all right, even if you say his argument is, I was scared. Nigga, you got to intentionally go for the heart, bro.
Yeah.
It's 2-on-1, bro. It's 2-on-1.
True. That's intentional as hell, though. It's like, I'm about to kill this nigga, man.
It's 2-on-1, and they're being aggressive with you. You got to take one of them out right away. You got to take one of them out right away. Enough games. Not guilty. Carmelo Anthony t-shirts will be on sale soon.
Yo. This nigga, bro. Yo, Gary, nah. Listen, this is Gary's opinions.
Man.
That's Gary's sentiment.
Gary
That's not our sentiment. That's
Gary's
only Gary,
wrong,
bro. Oh my God, bro.
Free Mellow shirts.
Man, I thought we were all comedians here, bro.
No, we are comedians, bro.
There you go.
But we're black though.
Free Mellow.
And in any case, man, we'll see what happens soon with this case. But
I
think
think Carmelo Anthony should be in the Hall of Fame, bro. Not in prison. What? In the Hall of Fame. Carmelo Anthony, the basketball player.
Yeah.
He was the 3rd overall pick in the 2003 NBA draft, right after who the hell was second? It was LeBron first, and Dwayne Wade was 4th. That was a hell of it. The 2003 NBA draft was probably the best ever. But I mean, I wanted to draw, take it a little bit off the comedian part.
There you go. But yeah, guys, this was a great show. Covered a lot today, and then some chats here as well.
All right, put them up.
We got Kayla and Catherine.
And they say women don't like me.
And then Joe Money.
Money 8.
This is an 8 in there. Okay, Joe, here we go. Hello, gentlemen. I'm back. 06-19-1990. 8 horse in Cali. He wants to know best car, ? Porsche equal horse, class, and operators. I need a seat at your guys' table, but I needed more G. Next year's my 7th cycle. You said learn what, though? Don't want to be left behind because of AI, and I want wealth. So what car should he get? He's a 8 horse in Cali, and that's his birthday, 6/19.
If you're a horse, I think the most luxurious car you can get is probably a Cadillac, which is a Tiger. If you want a reliable car, you can always get a Honda, which is a dog. Or if you really want to be flashy, you can get a Mercedes, which is also a Tiger. So there you go. As for what you should do, honestly, the best way to go about competing with AI is have a personal brand. That's the absolute best way. I mean, I'm honestly going to get my kid into streaming, and he's like 12, 13 years old. We have no choice. By the time he's going to be a legal age, AI is going to take over everything. So have a personal brand where you have a relationship with the people around you. That is something that AI is not going to be replaced. I mean, AI is going to, all these OnlyFans girls are going to be replaced by AI because at some point these guys are not going to give a damn.
Yeah.
And, the AIs are, they don't need filters. You get it? So it is what it is. Yeah. What you should learn in your 7-year cycle, learn numerology and astrology to the nth degree. Because once you have the basically the cheat codes in the matrix, life gets so much easier, bro. It really does, man. I don't have problems like regular people. I don't know what it's like to have my wife cheat on me. I don't know what it's like to fucking come through a house and see my wife banging someone else. That shit's never happened. It's never going to happen. Those are fucking problems you plebs have. And sometimes you have it is because you pray too much and you don't think too much. Okay, but in all honesty, if you learn numerology and astrology, you can avoid these problems. You literally can avoid these problems. I saw a story today. It was absolutely disgusting. This man walked in on his wife cheating on him with the cousin, and the cousin shot him.
What the fuck?
And then they tried to dump the body, and they got caught at the DUI checkpoint. These hoes are scantless, bro. They're absolutely scantless. And you need to know when the right woman for you is born, and that's why I recommend learning numerology and astrology. Next year, take over, brother.
All right. And Kill and Catherine, 10/17/82. Brothers, 2/12/85.
All right, let's see here.
Kill and Catherine, 10/17/1982.
That's a 1, and we have a 11. Oh, a 1 and 11 is a good match. Kyrie and LeBron, 1 and 11. LeBron and D Wade, 1 and 11. People who are 1s and 11s, that's an actual really good mix. People who are born on the 12th, and this is for the person born on the 17th. The best way to deal with them is know they have to laugh. See, someone who's a 1 Lifepath, they're very serious, but someone who's born on the 21st or 12th or any combination of 3, they need to be able to laugh because that's how they relieve stress. Some people are infos, they need sex. Some people fucking can't go to sleep unless they have so much money in the bank. Well, this person needs to laugh. Yeah. Some people need to travel. Everyone has their own thing, and once you know what that thing is, then you can start excelling in life. Quite frankly, the person born in 85 is going to be rich as hell if they already aren't. It is what it is. And the person born in the 17th is about that bag too, but they're a little bit more spiritual. Last year was a shit year. You know why? It's your enemy year. This year, it's like all that stress is off your back, and next year's a horse year. Dogs dominate. It is what it is. But 85, dominate this year. You're supposed to have big money. I'm looking at your birthday, and if you were a stock, I'd definitely invest.
Damn. All right. Good stuff. That's last one's Bills? Last one. All right. Any winning?
I think we got
plays?
two.
Okay.
I think we got two.
Good. Awesome.
Games ain't over yet.
All right, guys. Dom, where can I find you, bro?
On YouTube, DOMLUCRE, same for X and Instagram.
All right. And me, a fresh start on YouTube and as well on Instagram. I won't say my actual username because I don't want to get banned. But we're doing a big meetup on May 2nd here in Miami. If you're in network as well, you can join through. Some celebrities, billionaires are going to be there as well, and some cool people. So go check it out. It's going to be May 2nd in the network. And of course, we're going to have some more meetings as well down in the year. But again, this is a good show. And then Gary?
I mean, just put GG33 anywhere. You'll find me
Cue the
very
app.
quickly, man. Q app. Shout out to them for sponsoring this, the studio and everything like that. And lastly, there we go. See that last guy snuck in there.
There you go. Kayla, Catherine again.
Wow. What do you guys want now?
What cars, brands, and cities should 1017 1982 use? Same for 212 1985.
So you're a dog. So dogs do best with tigers, and they do best with horses. The best, most luxurious tiger cars are just the same thing I told to the other guy. It's basically Mercedes and Cadillac. So if you're a dog, if you're a tiger, if you have a horse energy, those are the most luxurious cars. Now, obviously, the horses don't give a fuck about luxury, but it is what it is. For the let's see, the 1985, that's an ox. I'll go with Lexus, founded in the snake year, and that would be the best luxury car for someone born in 1985. And again, look at this. We have someone who has strong 8 energy, a 28 life path, and the other person born in the 17th. They got money to buy luxury cars, and they want to make the right decision.
That's smart.
Hey, by the way, guys, you don't need me for this. Get the Q app.
There you go.
Yep. Get the Q app. It will do it for you. Anyways, let's wrap this up, man, because my back hurts.
All right, guys. This is going to be it for the podcast. And then, of course, next week we got some things coming. A new loading screen coming too as well.
There we go.
We won't say what it is, but...
And I meant my back hurts because I've been whored out during this podcast. Yeah.
That's funny.
Now it's whore.
All right, guys. We're out of here, man. Peace.
All right.